As described before, interface gives us that ability to kind of plan out what we want to do with the program. So we're going to go ahead and just build a real dumbed down version of an interface for a car. Now all we're going to do is we're going to list out some of the methods and variables that we need for it, and then we'll go over and implement it in a different class, and that's the keyword we're going to use. I'm going to go ahead and leave this one alone. When we go click on new class, the second option we get is a Java interface, which says create a new Java interface. Do not confuse this with graphical user interface, because what that does is it puts all the objects out there, has all the methods ready to go, but you may not use them all necessarily. So don't confuse the two. This isn't putting pretty pictures on with it. Interface, we'll just call it car interface, something like that. So public interface, car interface. So one thing we can't do is if we declare, for example, an int tires, we could go set it to 4, but it's always not the best idea either as far as setting that up. But we could just get away with leaving it just like that as well. Now, what's it going to tell us? So equals is expected. So if we're declaring it here in the interface, then we need to know that we need 4 tires. Kind of made a liar out of me, NetBeans. Thank you for that. So let's go ahead and set up a couple of our methods, though, such as public boolean is driving. We do not actually go into this method and define anything. So boolean is moving, we'll set equal to false. What else can we do with a car? Public boolean is in reverse. So that gives us the ability to set up boolean in reverse equals false. Now keep in mind, we're talking about when you're starting to drive. So we could say boolean in park equals true. And then public boolean take out of park. Or we could just say, instead of take out, so it could return true sometimes, change park status. I think that'll actually do for our interface. You're kind of getting the idea. I'll do one more. We'll set the initial speed to 0. We'll leave it as an integer, although you could argue it's a double. And then we'll set one more. I'm going to put spaces in between so they stand out as well. Public get speed. And then we'll have it work with the speed. So that's pretty much the idea of an interface, is we're planning out what our variables are, and in this case we're planning out its initial status and then listing out all the methods we want to work with those as well. So it's a nice kind of way to handle the planning phase.